Based on an assessment of the current macroeconomic situation and outlook, it voted unanimously to keep the policy repo rate unchanged at 4%. The MPC also decided by a majority of 5-1 to continue with the accommodative stance as long as necessary to revive and sustain growth on a durable basis and continue to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on the economy. The reverse repo rate also remains unchanged at 3.35%. Real GDP growth is projected at 7.8%. I repeat, 7.8% for 22-23, with Q1 22-23 at 17.2%, Q2 at 7%, Q3 at 4.3%, and Q4 at 4.5%. CPI inflation for 2022-23 is projected at 4.5%. I repeat, CPI inflation for 2022-23 is projected at 4.5%, with Q1 22-23 at 4.9%, Q2 at 5%, Q3 at 4%, and Q4 at 4.22%, with risks broadly balanced. Variable rate repos, that is VRR as I would call it, variable rate repos and variable rate reverse repo, that is VRRR of 14-day tenors. So variable rate repo operations and variable rate VRRR auctions of 14 days tenor will operate as the main liquidity management tool based on liquidity conditions and will be conducted to coincide with the CRR maintenance cycle. Let me now proceed and make a few additional measures which we have decided, and let me now go and announce some more additional measures. The first one relates to extension of the on-tap liquidity facility for emergency health services and contact-intensive services. On-tap liquidity facilities of rupees 50,000 crore and 15,000 crore for emergency health services and contact-intensive service sectors, respectively, were announced in May and June 2021 during the second wave of the pandemic. Banks were given certain incentives for lending under the two schemes. On account of the continued uncertainties brought on by the third wave, the two schemes are now being extended from 31st March to 30th June 2022. The voluntary retention route scheme, that is the VRR scheme, it's different from the VRR which I referred to earlier, that related to the repo operations. So this is the voluntary retention route scheme, was introduced in March 2019 to facilitate long-term investment by foreign portfolio investors, that is FPIs, in debt securities issued by the government and the corporates. The response to this scheme has been very encouraging. It is therefore proposed to enhance the limit for investments under this scheme by rupees 1 lakh crore from rupees 1.5 lakh crore at present to 2.5 lakh crore with effect from 1st of April 2022. The e-rupee prepaid digital voucher developed by the NPCI was launched in August 2021. The single-use cashless payment voucher has a cap of rupees 10,000 at present. It is now proposed to increase the cap of e-rupee vouchers issued by the central government as also by the state governments from rupees 10,000 to rupees 1 lakh per voucher and permit such e-rupee vouchers to be used more than once until the amount of the voucher is completely redeemed.